Stripey. He's already been in the house, back out of the house, gone for his walkabout. Your food's right here, Tux. Literally, I sometimes I put it right in front of him and it's like he can't. He doesn't comprehend. Oh, if you're hungry, it's right there, buddy. Come here. Yes, I put Marty on the other side now. Do I need to move Marty back? I know that's... Here you go, buddy. Tux. Oh, goodness. Here. Back up, back up, back up. Just eat, will you? Eat, I tell you. Oh. Everybody's here and doing good. So the National Weather Service put out a frost advisory late yesterday, like late afternoon. Like they downed the temperature 3 to 5 degrees overnight into the upper 30s, mid to upper 30s. And yeah, boy, was that worrisome. But you know, at like 10 p.m., 11 p.m., we were still in the mid 40s. And Don was back there working, and there's only so much I can really cover up. I would be more like, I don't know, move stuff into the garage, and I decided to risk it. Besides, you know, at this point when you're putting covers on fragile things, you gotta, you know, you really better be pretty sure, because you're likely to damage stuff just by it getting bent by putting stuff on it. So anyway, sometimes it's hard to tell first thing, but first off, I don't see any sign of frost, so that's good. I don't see any sign of deer damage, so that's good. And I think we scraped by and everything's okay. I think everything is okay. We only got to 39, and boy, this came back so nice. It just sort of sat there dormant all winter, dianthus. And it just did that. I'm very pleased with it, even if it's just a green blob the rest of the summer. I turned off the fountain because I plugged the heating pad back in. I've either got to have the fountain or the heating pad going, and most of the year, them being mutually exclusive isn't a problem, but I unplugged it on purpose. Nobody was in it over there, I don't think, but last night, but I unplugged it. Yeah, the coleus, everything, I think everything is fine. So, but that was a stressor last night, and I'm moving a little slow this morning. We didn't get a normal night's sleep, and I'm having what's probably just an allergy attack, and I think all of the drip made me feel a little queasy. And as I've had my coffee and been moving, I've started to feel a little better, but I'm far from feeling 100%. I printed 2 styles of bracelet last night with the special turns blue in the sun filament. Can't wait to try it later today. Michelle sort of knows I'm printing chain. She was really wanting jewelry off the 3D printer pretty bad, but I'm not going to show it to her until I see her Thursday. Let it be a surprise that I actually got it printed. She knows the filament came, but yeah, I'm just gonna not show her. Keep it a secret. Surprise. You can see that the other end does insert in here. It is sort of supposed to lock, so. This one, of course, the heart one, it just loops through the heart. Hi. Good boy. Do you finally eat? I moved his stuff where it belongs on the other side now. All the water bowls are cleaned. All of the seats are cleaned of debris from the trees. And everything is watered that needs watered, although that's not too much this morning. And the more I walk around, the better I'm starting to feel. So that's all good. Good morning. How are you? I think we must have a bowl on the ground or under the front porch. Maybe not. I'll figure it out. Wouldn't be the first one. How's my buddy doing? There you go, sweetheart. There you go. Yeah, so Don worked till about 12:30 a.m. That's about when he thought he'd get to log off. The customer has a reasonable number of jobs that run at the top of the hour. That's probably pretty much every mainframe shop at overnight batch stuff. And as each hour came, they worked through any issues they ran into. There were 2 they couldn't fix. One of them's pretty sticky. They'll work on that today, but Don was reasonably pleased with how it went, and I think the customer was too. So he's already in there working on one of the things that was logged from last night, and I guess there's a new round of first-time jobs on Wednesday night that they'll need to monitor and maybe go through a similar process. But the more new jobs that run, the better a handle they have on how to fix things and maybe common mistakes or things that need to be updated. You know, people that worked on the mainframe back in the day would know this product as OPC, the thing on the tool on the mainframe you use to schedule and automate jobs to run, especially off shift. There's several competitive products, and IBM has changed their product's name now also, but so that's what Don did. He upgraded the on the mainframe, and also there's a scheduling tool on the distributed side as well now, of course. So he put the customer back on the IBM tool, and hopefully over time should save him money. There were deer on the side of the driveway over there. I might have, instead of now trying to be super duper quiet and never disturb them, except for taking pictures seems to disturb them anyway, now I let them know I'm out here, and it's like, yeah, go over back toward the environmental park, that's good. So they hightailed it. I'm not going to go to the chiropractor today. I'm not going to go out to Cary today, or Apex. I may go into Fuquay. Trying to think of the right word here. I don't have a chiropractor's appointment today. I think Janice is on vacation, maybe. I don't know why they didn't offer to let Jamie put me on, but and we really don't need any groceries, and I'm just feeling like I want to work on my Lego and stay around and make sure Don stays in water and coffee and whatever snacks he needs and all that good stuff. Hi. Hi. Hello. Good morning. Good morning. Editing is done on yesterday's video, and I had this front of this boat in last night's box, the one I was working on later in the day. But I'm not really sure that I've seen, and I have this hook and these little life preservers, but I'm not sure that I've really seen the rest of the boat. Maybe the big front windshield. I'll probably bag it up in a Ziploc bag, whatever parts I think I have for it, even if I don't have all the parts. You never know when it might be in another bin again and different parts be missing. But yeah, I'll just kind of keep an eye on that one today. Did you have a good session, sweetie girl? Good. I just sent this out of the printer with my silk purplish blue red filament. Similar to this, but I have a little more red in it. It's going to take 6 hours to print. I'm going to work on my Legos for a bit. If Don comes up for air and can afford to walk, we'll go whenever he can go. And if not, I'm going to go to town, and I'm sure I'll at least walk the pogo loop at the park. I'm on step... Excuse me. Allergies today are just difficult. So I'm on step 93 of 216, and you know I started out where the main part of the boat was built. Of course, it's always in all the details. Putting the big pieces together doesn't take a lot of time. I'm going to work on this some more, and there are several. Let me there are several Nighttime's Helping other kits, sets in this bin that I've identified. So, including that boat I just showed you too. So, I'm going to be pulling this stuff out, putting this together at the same time, working on this also. So, I'm just trying to say I don't think I'll get the boat done today, because there's really a lot more to do. But I probably will get some of these other smaller kits back together or sorted out. There's also, I didn't look this up yet, there's this really neat, this is a Lego thing, this little, really neat little camper. There's a couple of pieces. Maybe it goes to a, it probably went to a little RV, but then you have your external camper thing. It's really cute, but I'll have to look that up. I haven't looked that up yet. I'll have to look that up too. With my helpers. Me and my helpers are going to look that up. I decided that I really do think I have all of the tree house, so why not build it and get it out of the way. So Mia's tree house is complete. Well, is it ever really complete? No, it is. I added the cat and several other things, like there's a, it calls for a telescope and a newspaper and a paintbrush and a flashlight, and I added a list, and I just added more fun stuff. But I need to find 2 of the little roller skates and 2 of the little shooters. This thing's got a little, like a Nerf gun in it. That's part of the set, and Lego has like a Nerf gun. So anyway, if I can just find those 2 things, I can call her done. Yay! You got to leave your office.
Yeah, this is the break before the second shift starts.
Yeah, Dawn said it's going to be similar to last night, but hopefully a little calmer. It's 2:20. We had bacon and eggs, and we're out here now. That way Don's got something in him in case he gets tied up. It's warmed up nicely. Well, nothing says spring and summer better than a freshly cut baseball field, huh? So right, Meow's up to adoption 105 now and going strong. They have Padme and her Star Wars kittens just a few times a day because the kittens can't be, you know, visited with that much. Although they're, you know, not super tiny anymore. But anyway, they've started, it's kitten season. It's their first kitten season since they opened. And they're starting to have visitations with kittens. Pretty flowers. We're back from our walk, and I'm going to take Jules up to Home Depot for a bag of dirt and a couple of stepping stones to go under the plant pots. The Weigela is just a day or 2 from being fully open. You see the pollen that's raining down? It's fun stuff, let me tell you. Just making a quick walkthrough, see what I can see. On my way to Home Depot, of course. I got this pillow for Michelle. M for Michelle, M for mermaid. Here's the mermaid. And autumn colored fluffy blanket, live, love, laugh. Probably this fall, hang it on that thing in the kitchen. So it's big. So I checked Facebook, and the ladies of Fuquay Arena posted that a woman was in there shopping just a few minutes ago, and she was being followed around the garden center by a man, and he went to follow her to the checkout line, and he was making her feel very uncomfortable. And I know I told you guys about being profiled for shoplifting at the Target in Apex a few weeks ago, and I wasn't very happy with the gentleman there that was a little overzealous about his duties and responsibilities. But I don't think I told you that when I went to get the 4 bags of dirt and the bag of rocks at Home Depot. What was that, 7 to 10 days ago? I said hi to a guy that was staring at the plant pots, and I said, decisions, because I'm just chatty. You know, if I see you out in public, I'm liable to talk to you. It's just who I am, right? And he mumbled something, and I, you know, he wasn't actually looking like he was looking though after I thought about it. And several more times as I browsed around, he was within 15 feet of me. And I really did feel like he was following me around the garden center. I'm like, the little comment I made to him was not a come on. The guy's like 20 years younger than me, so why would he be interested? And I just thought it was really odd. But for the 10-15 minutes I was out in the garden center, like every time I turned around, he was there. He was following me to the point where I went inside the store to try to ditch him for a minute, and then came back out and paid and left. And I didn't think too much of it because they were really crowded, and I don't know, he didn't fit the profile of somebody I needed to be worried about, yet he was creepy. He was kind of young, and he couldn't have been 5'9". He was not, you know, a big burly guy or whatever. I don't know. Maybe because I have a black belt and I've had some self-defense, I don't spook too super easy. I don't know. Anyway, apparently he's been over there today, and that's where I'm headed. So let's see if I see him, because the lady said, you know, if you feel uncomfortable like that, you should have reported it to the store manager and the police and all this other stuff. I'm like, well, he was just skirting on the fine line of, I need to do something about him. But apparently the woman that was up there that he was following, she went in the store and asked a store employee to escort her to her car. Totally safe precaution to take if you're concerned. But I mean, yeah, I guess maybe if this wasn't a one-time thing and he's really hanging out over there, we need to get the police to let him know that that's not cool. Make your purchase and leave. Don't follow women, etc., etc. But I don't know. Is he someone that's all, you know, maybe not all there, and sometimes behaviors look different than what they are? But the lady did see that he left after her and got into a white pickup truck. So he has a driver's license. I don't know. It's always something, isn't it? But I'll be situationally aware while I'm over there today. I mean, I feel like I always am, but I'll double down today. Well, I did not see that gentleman, loosely call him that, in the garden center today, so that was cool. I thought this was neat. I guess that's mulch, 5 for $10. That would be the cypress mulch, but the cheap mulch, I guess. Earth Grow by Scott's, 5 for $10. The lady that helped load up my stuff, she was supervising one of the younger workers loading. She asked if I liked it, meaning my Tesla. I'm like, yeah. And she said she was considering it and stuff, and I had her come sit in the driver's seat, and if she hadn't been working, I'd have took her for a test drive. But yeah, never miss an opportunity to help sell a Tesla. Oh, they're selling lemonade. So Aviator is putting in a lot of stuff on that lot down there. They finally really got it going good. And you know, Aviator being the brewing company in Fuquay, they own both sides of the street just past the stoplight, and then they're gonna own that whole city block down there. And I guess they're putting in a bigger brewing area and a pizza place and an indoor music venue and an outdoor music venue, and basically, like, some of the people feel like they took over the town. I don't know. If it keeps the area thriving, I guess, you know, the younger crowd really does care about a nightlife. So Aviator is one of the nightlife places in Fuquay. This is the Verena side of town over here. This side of the railroad track is Verena. And yeah, they kind of own Verena. I bought this plant to go on the post behind the mailbox, but I don't have anything to stick it in the ground with. And I really want to check out my rhododendron over here that's blooming. Like I said, this is the first time it's ever bloomed. I don't remember what happened to the bottom of it. It was, I think the deer got a hold of it too. But wow, just check out those blooms. I'm so excited that it flowered this year. Yeah, I actually think the deer munched on it some this year too, but look, they didn't eat the blooms at least. I stayed busy today, so I don't know how it did. Oh my goodness. Look at that. Wow, just wow. That filament is amazing. Oh goodness. Just amazing. Wow. The next thing I'm going to put back together is the set called Underwater Loop 41337, and that's basically all the pieces for it, and maybe some pieces of something else. The hamster wheel. It shouldn't take me long. This is something for Michelle. It should be done by bedtime. I was able to get it back together. I am missing the right. This is supposed to be this medium azure color. I used a lime green that fit. This was supposed to be white. That doesn't bother me at all. But these two being dark bluish gray instead of the light bluish gray, I care. So it's perfect except for that. So I'll have to fix that at some point. These little spacers, I just don't have them in light bluish gray. Any extras. Got them in brown, got them in green, got them in several other colors, but not light bluish gray. I didn't start building it, but these are the parts for Lego Friendship House, a friend set 41340. It has all these special printed tiles, and yeah, it's really worth putting back together. So another day though. Yeah, I've got Stephanie's horse jumping ready to put back together too. That's this bag. It's 10 o'clock and I'm calling it quits. Unfortunately, Don's still on his call.